We'll shoot a fucking video on how not to fucking die.
Yeah, you can kick that thing up and walk with it.
Yeah, I don't do that. I'm not, no, that's probably safer than my dumb ass fucking riding it around. All right, so want to know like simple, basic industry terms? Gaylords. People ask me, what is a Gaylord? It's a big ass cardboard box that sits inside of a pallet. So right now, Jake here, our fleet commander, is unloading Gaylords. He just left the e-waste facility that we take things to. Everything we take to the e-waste facility has to be palletized. So tube TVs and projection screen TVs are palletized and wrapped. Everything else has to be Gaylorded. So whether it's your non-ferrous scrap, e-waste, clothes, we Gaylord everything we can because it's the biggest volume thing, right, that we can ship material out on. And so when you step up your game in junk removal and you start processing more material, you go from 5-gallon buckets to garbage cans and eventually to Gaylords. So these Gaylords, every time you take, when you go to a scrapyard or e-waste yard, whenever you drop off 10 Gaylords, you get 10 Gaylords. So one of the best things you can do is, when you first start going to a scrapyard, ask them for 25. If you take, normally we take 12 pallets to a scrapyard, you ask them for 25 because they come in bundles of 25. If you got a good scrapyard and you've been there once or twice, they'll give you 25 right off the bat. That way you always have 12 or so in back stock. We've also made the choice in the past to get rid of pallets. We're like, oh, we got 50 pallets, we'll be good. And then you go a little bit where you don't get Gaylords or pallets, and then and then running out of pallets. Now we have 150, 200 pallets in our inventory, and we'll keep those at least because we have the space to store them. Because running out of pallets or running a Gaylord sucks. And that's how you ship out material when you step up your junk removal game. We'll shoot a fucking video on how not to fucking die. Yeah, this thing's fucking dope. All right, when we talk about reuse, repurpose, recycle, sometimes you get dope things from jobs. We've never really, I mean, we haven't used this a lot, but this is a motorized pallet jack. And it only lifts them up a little bit, but it's fucking badass. You can fucking whip on this thing. It even tackles the big hill. And that's why we don't do it too often. You start turning that thing, dude, I almost ate shit and took out a fucking post. That's how things get broke around here. When I'm allowed to play on certain things. My brother can ride it, I'm not good. I think they're supposed to go backwards. I don't fucking know.
You guys don't use that at all?
No, rarely. Dude, it's fucking, the challenge is our warehouse isn't that big. So like, the little bit we gotta move shit, like you saw me almost ate shit right there. Yeah, it is actually safer to go this route. But yeah, we rarely, if ever, use it. But no, we got it, and the reason why they got rid of it was they couldn't figure out how to charge it. So we put two new batteries on it, and we just charge it directly. Like you can see, like, we fucked around with it. But yeah, Jake just brought up, he's like, I use this thing all the time. So apparently he's a better driver than I am. Not a lot of meat left. The problem is, like, once this thing goes to shit, like, it ain't coming back. All right, we got all these doors open. Why do we get all the doors open? It's fucking cold. It's cold and we're running the heat. And we got doors open. Jake, I closed your door. Jesus. It's fucking cold. Do you actually use that thing?
I just got it out last week and then I got it running. So I was gonna test her on the trucks and whatnot.
Dude, I almost fucking killed myself just driving up the hill. The thing is, it turns so fucking quick.
Yeah, you can kick that thing up and walk with it.
Yeah, I don't do that. No, that's probably safer than my dumb ass fucking riding it around. Yeah, it's badass that you use that thing. Everything you see here that says Fixture Mart on it, we have tons of cards from Fixture Mart. I bought them from the guy because we used to do jobs with him. I bought them from him, and then eventually he sold his shop and sold his business, and the new people that bought it didn't want all of his old archaic shit. So all of our big carts, all of our furniture dollies, and that thing all came from Fixture Mart. Like, it just goes to show you, like, you don't, like even Ken the other day asked me where we get piano boards from. I was like, I've never bought one.
Yeah, you had that one job. Right?
Dude, we cleaned out a piano store and kept a bunch of piano boards. We had, at one point, we had a Gaylord full of like 20, 30 piano boards. We got rid of them, and then now we ran out of piano boards, so. keep all your dollies and everything that works. That's the best advice I can give right there.